So I'm jumping right in with the Temple Spa Peace Be Still Calming Face and Body Balm, and I'm using that to moisturize and prime my skin. Then I'm using the Urban Decay Eye Primer to prime my eyes for the eyeshadow. I literally just got out of the shower when I started filming this video, and it's funny how you can see the progression of my hair drying throughout the video. After I have the eye primer on, I'm going in with the Maybelline Color Tattoo in the shade Dramatic Black. This is just a matte solid black cream eyeshadow, and I'm using it as a base. As you can see, it takes quite a bit of work to get it to the level that I wanted it. But I'm just taking my time. I'm using a BH Cosmetics concealer brush to apply this base. I'm putting the color just on the lid. I don't want to draw it up too much because I'm just going to use powder to blend it out. This stuff is hard. Once you get it on the skin, it's hard to blend it out. So I'm not putting it anywhere that I want to do blending. I'm just putting it where I'm going to put the solid black shadow. You definitely could use your finger for this step. I just find that the brush lends better to precision application. And like I said, I didn't want to get any of the product outside of the lines of my eyelid. Now I'm just gently smudging out the black on the border of my eyelid, which just makes for a smoother transition. Now I'm going in with the shade Combust with a fluffy brush, and I am dusting that all over the rest of my eye basically that doesn't have black shadow on it, and that's going to help all the other shadows blend together. Next, I'm going in with the shade Black Market and packing that all over the lid where I had applied the black cream base. This is basically a matte black. It does have a bit of a sheen to it though, which I like. I think it adds dimension and it just makes the colors look extra beautiful and really pop. And I'm bringing that shade Black Market all the way up to where the cream shadow ends and a little bit past it. Then I'm going in with the next lighter shade called Dagger and blending that just outside of the black shade. And I'm using that color to bring the smoky look up a little bit past my eyelid and past my crease. Next, I'm going in with the shade Password, which is a matte gray, and I'm using that to smoke out the eye look. As you can see, I'm using the brush that came with the palette, which I really enjoy. I really like that brush. And I am just blending all the colors together on the outer edge there and making the transition really smooth and trying to bring it up a little bit higher as well. So I'm really just taking my time with this step, and I'm also using this step to create a little bit of a cat eye slight wing effect. If you can kind of see how I'm drawing the eyeshadow out a little bit, I find that look is very flattering on me, especially with this type of smoky dark eyeshadow look. Next, I'm going in with the shade Slanted, and I'm placing that on the inner corner, and I'm using this to create a gradient effect. Once I have that placed, I'm just going to blend it out a teeny little bit. Now that I have the eye look done, I'm going to move on to foundation. For foundation today, I'm using 3 different shades of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I'm using the shade 106 Sun Beige, 107 Fresh Beige, and 108 Caramel Beige. I'm applying those in equal amounts on the back of my hand, mixing it around with my finger, and then dotting it onto my face. Unfortunately, this is the only way I can get close to my proper skin color is to mix 3 different shades of this foundation, which is sad because I really love this foundation. It applies so nicely and it lasts very well and it just looks flawless on the skin. I wish they had more color choices, but I figured out a way to make it work. So I blended that out with a brush, and now I'm going to go in with my beauty blender in this L'Occitane cleansing water and use that to just really push it into the skin and really blend it even more into the skin so that it has that real natural, nice finish. I'm really loving the beauty blender and cleansing water combination. It is quickly becoming a holy grail. Now I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and concealing and highlighting my under eye area. then I'm going back in with the Beauty Blender and the cleansing water to blend that out. Now I'm going to use a lighter shade of concealer. This is my Urban concealer to put on the end of where I put that highlight, just to really emphasize the highlight in that area. Next, I'm going in with my Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. I'm using light cocoa to set my under eye concealer. And then I'm setting the rest of my face with my Too Faced Primed and Poreless powder. This is a translucent powder, so it doesn't add very much cakiness or layers really to the skin. It just really sets the foundation and fills in the pores. Now I'm doing a little bit of contouring with the same Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. I wasn't in the mood for a huge contour today. I was just going for a light, more of like a bronzed, warmed up the face, a little bit of contour look. Next, I'm using the Benefit Dallas to bronze and blush up my face. I'm using a Real Techniques brush, and I love this color because it's very natural and bronzy looking, but it doesn't look too bronzy or too pink, and it's just good with a smoky eye. Now back to the eyes. I am going to line my waterline with my L'Oreal Voluminous Smoldering Eyes, whatever it's called, eyeliner that is really great in the waterline. And since this is an intense black smoky eye, I am going the whole 9 yards. Well, almost. I'm not going to be applying fake lashes, but you could totally apply fake lashes for this look. I just didn't today. So I'm just filling in my entire lower waterline, and I'm also bringing it down a little bit into the lash line, if that makes sense, because I'm going to be putting some eyeshadow down there too, but I really wanted it all to blend together. Now I'm taking the shade Black Market again, and I am filling in my lower lash line. Sorry if you hear clapping in the background, that would be my fiance. There's a football game on and he gets excited. So something you'll notice throughout this tutorial is that I really take my time and take little steps when applying the shadow, especially smoky black eyeshadow. It's really easy to take it a little bit too far, so I really take my time and apply it, little bit by little bit. Also, when I'm doing the lower lash line, I focus on first placing the eyeshadow where I want it to be the darkest, and then after I have it all placed, then I'll focus on smoking it out a little bit. That way I have the eyeshadow for the most part where I want it, and then I can use the eyeshadow that's already there to kind of smoke it out, if that makes sense. I find if I try to smoke it out right away, I get way too much, too heavy on my lower lash line, and it just drags my eye down and doesn't look right. That being said, I am definitely going heavier on the lower lash line than I normally would, just because I have so much going on the upper lash line. I think it is balanced out. Now I'm going in with the shade Dagger again and adding that to the inner corner of the lower lash line. Then I'm taking Slanted on the very inner corner and using that as a bit of a highlight. It also helps create that gradient effect that I was talking about earlier. I absolutely love all of the colors in this palette. I just have to say quickly, Urban Decay did such a great job, and I didn't think that it could possibly be better than any of the previous Naked palettes, but it is really amazing. They just did a great job. Then I'm going to go in with the blending brush again, and I'm just going to bring that color up a little bit higher. After seeing it with the lower lash line done, I can kind of see what needs to be done to balance it out even more. So now I'm going in with my NYX Micro Brow Pencil and just filling my brows in. I have been trying to get this pencil to work because I've been trying to just try out other types of brow products because I'm so addicted to my BH Cosmetics Brow Trio, but I've been trying to make this one work, so I'm slowly getting the hang of it. But I wasn't quite satisfied with that look, so I did go in with my BH Cosmetics Brow Trio and just kind of finished up and filled in the gaps. And I'm curling my eyelashes. Like I said, I chose not to wear fake eyelashes for this look, but you totally could. It would look awesome with fake eyelashes. I just chose to use my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes mascara, which I absolutely love. It's the closest mascara I've ever found to creating that, you know, huge, extra long, extra thick look of fake lashes. But that being said, if you were ever looking for a look to wear fake eyelashes for, this would be the perfect look because it really is balanced out by all the eyeshadow. I think fake lashes would really be balanced out. So I also noticed that this is a really good look for brown eyes because the blue tint in the eyeshadow makes the brown and almost reddish look in my eyes really stand out. Now I'm going in with this bone shade called 13, and I am placing that on my brow bone. I'm going to go in with a shimmery shade after that, but I'm using this as the base. Once again, just balances everything out. Now I'm blending that out with a fluffy brush. Now I'm going in with the shade High in a very small brush and just applying that to the very top and center of my brow bone. For lips, I'm keeping it neutral with my Milani lip liner in the shade Spice, and I'm applying that all over the lips. It works as a nice base for the liquid lipstick that I'm going to put on. It helps it last longer, helps it have a smoother base, and it just makes everything come together better, I think. So I really love putting a lip liner all over my lips as the first step. Next, I'm going in with the Too Faced Melted Lipstick in the shade Nude or Melted Nude and applying that all over on top of the lip liner. And I wanted to keep the lips neutral just because the eyes are so heavy and I think it actually looks really cool and glam that way. So there you have it. So I was really happy with this look. I really like how it came out. Everything seemed balanced, and like I said, I love how the eyeshadow really brought out my eye color. So if you have brown eyes, I highly recommend getting this Naked Smokey palette, but really anybody who likes smoky eyes should get the palette because it's a great, great palette. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you. If you like this video and you think someone else might like it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye!